Subscribe, hype, like, click the notification bell and turn on all notifications. And donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic Sean's View End. Your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash Sean's View End.
Going into WWE Clash in Italy, we were wondering if it was going to be truly Clash in the trash. Was it going to be a bash? Was it going to leave us with a rash? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got all those answers and much more tonight as we watch Clash in Italy. And I said it throughout all my videos, the WWE absolutely had to come through big tonight. Because after what AEW presented, after what AEW gave us, ladies and gentlemen, after what AAA presented to us, even TNA has been given to us consistently, there was no way, no how, there was no room for error tonight for Clash in Italy. Like I said, it could have been a bash. It could have been trash. There could have been a lot of backlash coming out of this Clash in Italy. But guys, I want to know before we give my review, I want your review, your comments, I want your insights. What did you think? How would you rate? How would you review the Clash in Italy? The match of the night, the moment of the night, the superstar of the night. Was there any surprises of the night? And I know a lot of fans were angry, a lot of fans were mad that Brock Lesnar won, that Brock Lesnar got the victory. There were a lot of fans that were sour. There were a lot of fans that didn't appreciate it. There was a lot of fans that didn't like it. What you got to understand is it's about the long term. It's about the longevity. It's about the long-term booking, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is all about, long-term booking in the WWE. And we all know that there's going to be a rubber match. We all know that there's going to be a third match. We all know that there's going to be a third encounter between Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi. And in that third encounter, this is why I don't know why fans are getting so mad and so irate and so rabid about this result with Brock Lesnar getting the win. I mean, really, you shouldn't be shocked. You shouldn't be surprised. You think somebody, the athlete, the caliber of Brock Lesnar, is going to lose twice in a row? I mean, do you remember back in 2016 when Goldberg defeated Brock Lesnar in under 2 minutes? And then Brock Lesnar came back in the rematch and absolutely obliterated Goldberg? There's going to be a rubber match. So everyone getting up in arms and everybody losing sleep over this and everybody going on rants online about Brock Lesnar. Why did they do this? It took 7 F5s. The thing about this is they made Oba Femi look so strong in this that if it took 7 F5s to take out Oba Femi, can you imagine what it's going to take for a normal WWE superstar, for a normal athlete to take down Brock Lesnar? Viewers, fans, and subscribers, that is going to be a tall feat. That is going to be, I don't know, where does Oba Femi, and again, here's the thing. Oba Femi is already entered into the King of the Ring, along with stars like LA Knight and Jey Uso. And then you got the women's King of the Ring. But you see, that's the thing. Is LA Knight finally going to be able to break out, go through that glass ceiling? Or is Oba Femi going to absolutely obliterate the King of the Ring tournament? Unless there's a DQ or a countout or Brock Lesnar interferes or intervenes, you got to think that Oba Femi is the odds-on favorite to win the King of the Ring, even though LA Knight should be winning the King of the Ring and then going on to SummerSlam to main event and headline. Ruca became the women's Intercontinental Champion tonight. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions. There was no botch. There was no bloopers. A new champion in Ruca, but is it too early, too soon for that to go down? Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions. Again, your review of Clash in Italy tonight. Was it cold? Was it hot? Was it fire? Did it leave you wanting more? Did it leave you on the edge of your seat? Was this the best WWE PLE of the year? Or was it mediocre? Or was it decent, ladies and gentlemen? Also, we are receiving word, according to those in the know, of a major car crash. Yes, a car crash that coincides with Clash in Italy. Viewers, fans, and subscribers. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the stars that was the hottest star, a champion, a challenger, a female, a woman, a girl, ladies and gentlemen, according to those in the know, Zelina Vega was in a car crash. Yes. with all the talk and all the raves and all the reviews about Clash in Italy this week on a Sunday, and wasn't this? How did you like that, viewers? How did you like the fact that Clash in Italy was actually on a Sunday? It was still on ESPN, and I know a lot of people, including myself, were getting very mad, very agitated, very angry at the stream. It kept messing up. It kept slowing down. It kept buffering. How did the stream do for you guys? This is why I don't like WWE streaming. And whether this show was good for you or not, or whether it streamed good for you or not, I know you've probably dealt with other difficulties and other problems with WWE PLEs or Raw on Netflix with blackouts, or it just stopping, and then you have to put it back on again and sign into the account. There appears to be something wrong. There appears to be something up. All these different things going on, all these different variables. But ladies and gentlemen, what about the controversial finish with the Undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes and Gunther? Is there going to be a reversal? Is there going to be a rematch? Is it going to be a decision reversed? Cody Rhodes and Gunther one-on-one tonight. They got it on. The referee should have never counted. The referee should have never began the count as Gunther's boot was outside the ring, but the referee didn't notice it. The referee didn't see it. Some would say it's what Gunther deserved. It's what Gunther had coming. That's what many would say during this Undisputed WWE Championship match, where it was all on the line between the American Nightmare. Was it a nightmare finish for Gunther tonight at Clash in Italy? That is how we began the night. That is how we started a night, ladies and gentlemen. And then, what about Tribal Combat? Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu giving everything Roman Reigns could handle and more, but in the end, it was Roman Reigns who came away as still the Tribal Chief and the World Heavyweight Champion, and Roman Reigns putting the entire roster on notice as to why he is at the top of his game in 2026. As you can see, the fix is absolutely in. Again, our thoughts and our prayers go out to Zelina Vega following a car accident, a car crash. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and your emotions on that. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers at this hour, Tony Atlas wins first singles championship in nearly 30 years at 72 years old. Fans outraged after Brock Lesnar beats Oba Femi at WWE Clash in Italy, and Kevin Owens admits that he misses wrestling during WWE Clash in Italy. Santino Marella was spotted at WWE Clash in Italy, and Becky Lynch has broken an unwanted WWE record after losing title at Clash in Italy. Also, with Roman Reigns dog-walking Jacob Fatu in Tribal Combat match at WWE Clash in Italy, who will step up to face Roman Reigns next and be the challenger for the World's Heavyweight Championship? Also, ladies and gentlemen, not only did the men's King of the Ring tournament brackets get revealed, but so did the women's. And, ladies and gentlemen, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns have tense backstage stare down after WWE Clash in Italy. Also, ladies and gentlemen, viewers, fans, and subscribers, there were alternative injury plans revealed for Jacob Fatu if he was unable to compete. Because remember, going to this event, there was a lot of rumor and gossip that Jacob Fatu may not be able to compete, that he may not be able to make it, that Jacob Fatu may not make it in time, that he may not be cleared. And Drew McIntyre was actually being called up. He was going to be second in line. He was going to be on the back burner in case Jacob Fatu couldn't show up. But as the world saw, Jacob Fatu not only showed up, but he gave everything Roman Reigns could handle and more. As I said earlier in this here very video, Jacob Fatu's future looks bright. So bright, he's going to have to wear shades. But tonight just wasn't his night. Now again, viewers, fans, and subscribers, your review of WWE Clash in Italy as we bring it up to you, viewers. The highlights, the moments, if there were any. Was it a travesty? Was it a miscarriage of justice? Again, was Clash in Italy a bash? Was it trash? Or did it leave you with a rash? Plenty more to come where we keep you in the know on the hottest, the latest, the greatest, the newest, the most definitive. SeanzViewEnt does it from the get-go. Subscribe.